Leo, and oops, there goes my chair. And welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of July, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Leo, if this reading resonates and you would like to book a personal, make sure to check out the description box below. I have all the info there. And of course, if you enjoy these readings and you want, why are these sideways? There you go. If you enjoy these readings and you want even more free readings, make sure to subscribe to my email list. I send out free extended readings every single Monday, only to my email list subscribers. You can't get these readings anywhere else. Okay, Leo, bottom of the deck, you get the Page of Swords. The main energy for your reading is the Ten of Pentacles. There's definitely a long-term connection that you're dealing with. This person has been in your life for quite some time. And the connection is very, very meaningful. This is somebody that you really saw yourself going the distance with. And now for some reason, you have your doubts. You have your question marks. You're not 100% sure. So we're going to clarify that and see. Now, in the recent past, you get the Two of Wands, the Empress, and the Lovers. Like, what? The Empress, the Lovers? This is one of those really, really, really deep connections. This person, as far as you're concerned in the recent past, is all that in a bag of chips. Like, they were built in a factory for you. They sound how you want, they look how you want, they make you feel how you want. And this connection, the Lovers, like, it's deep, it's intense, it's powerful. It's like literally soulmates. But there's this energy of separation here in the recent past. So either you're physically separated, you broke up or something along those lines, or there's this like emotional separation. There's this like emotional gap. I'll clarify this and we'll get more clarity on that. In the current situation, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the King of Cups. I do feel like you guys broke up in the recent past, or at least separated, because you're showing me the Nine of Pentacles here, which is letting me know that you're doing your own thing, which in other words, you're single. You do still love this person. You do still have a lot of love for them. You do still feel like you are in a relationship with them, regardless of what was said here in the 3D world. I broke up, you broke up, we're done, da, da, da. You still feel like you're in a connection. You still feel like you're in a relationship, and you do still love them very, very much. But you are doing your own thing here. In the near future, you get the Nine of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Five of Swords. Your heart is open here. I do feel like somebody, your person, why can't I talk, Leo? Your person, more specifically, is coming in with an apology. Your heart is open to it. Like, you're entertaining the idea. And on one hand, it really does make you feel very emotionally validated, very emotionally fulfilled, very happy. Like, you know, hey, they came in, they apologized, they're sorry. But on the other hand, there's almost this energy of like, well, what are they playing at? What are they getting at, right? Like, is this apology sincere, or is there an end to a mean here? Or is this apology just a means to an end? I don't know why I can't talk. Maybe because I haven't had my coffee yet, Leo. I don't know. No idea. Okay. Let's start off by clarifying. I'm just going to adjust my chair. There we go. All shortness up in here. Can't reach the floor with my feet. All right, let's clarify the main energy for the reading, which is the Ten of Pentacles. There you are. Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Moon, the Strength, and the Devil. All major arcana cards, and you are there smack center in the middle. There's a lot of things which are unknown to you in this connection. There's a lot of things which there's like a lack of clarity here. Now, it's not just like, oh, you know, I don't know this person's birthday, or I don't know, like emotionally, there's a lot of things underneath the surface, so much so that it almost creates this level of unhealthy energy in this connection. And it's been like this for quite some time, especially with the Ten of Pentacles. You're letting me know that you and this person have been in this dynamic for quite a while, where there's a lot of things we just don't talk about. We just don't address it. Like, there's certain topics which are like buzz topics, and you're like, okay, I'm not going to touch that, because if I do, this is going to cause problems. Or there's a lot of things where it's like this person, they may say like, oh, I'm not emotional, I'm not vulnerable, you know, I'm not really good with feelings, blah, 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 blah. But it comes from an unhealthy place. It's not that they're just not good with feelings. It's that they're not good with feelings because they have a avoidant attachment style. Or, you know, I don't really want to talk about topic A, B, C, not because they're like necessarily hiding or doing anything shady, but more so because talking about these things requires emotional vulnerability. And this person's like, yeah, no, I don't do that. Right. So that's what I mean by like unhealthy behavior. And it has a lot to do with communication, open, honest, vulnerable communication. That's really where you and this person kind of hit that roadblock. And it's like, yeah, we don't talk about this. We don't address this. You know, this is off limits, yada, yada, yada. Let's clarify the recent past. I'll start off with the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is clarified by the Hierophant, the Nine of Swords, and the Sun. Yeah, some of you may have even been married to this person, but for those of you that weren't, this is one of those connections where it's like, yeah, we might as well have been. Like, that's how deep it is. And you get the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. This is a very, very deep connection that you deal with, or that you dealt with when it comes to this person. And on the one hand, this is you again, Leo. On the one hand, this person really made you happy. They made you feel like yourself. They made you feel like, Leo in all your glory. On the other hand, the person and this connection also brought in a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety for you. And I can see, like, in the recent past, this separation, this like gap that you're experiencing, it does cause you a lot of pain. It does cause you a lot of stress. It causes you a lot of anxiety because you're showing me we're the lovers. Like, this is a soul connection. Why are we having these disagreements? Why are we having these like this separation between us? Like, our connection is so much deeper than that. We shouldn't be going through this nonsense. Let's take a look at the Empress for you in the recent past. The Empress is clarified by the Chariot, the Page of Swords, and the Empress again. You just want to move past this. You're showing me like, look, whatever we need to do to successfully move past this, let's do it. So much so, Leo, that you're even willing to like brush this under the rug in the recent past. You're showing me, I have my doubts, right? You got the Page of Swords at the bottom of this deck too. I have my doubts, I have my questions, but like, I love this person so much. They are so important to me. They are so significant to me. I don't want to get bogged down with the details. Like, we don't even have to talk about this. We don't have to do anything. Like, let's just smooth this over. Let's gloss this over. Let's move past it. I care about you. I know you care about me. I really just want to get past this and for us to be in a good place again. That doesn't mean that this answers your doubts or like, resolves any questions that you have. Not at all. Quite the opposite. But because in the recent past you care so much about this person and you really don't want to lose them or lose this connection, and the separation is causing you a lot of pain, you're just like, whatever. Let's just gloss through this. Like, let's move past this in whatever way possible. Let's clarify the Lovers in the recent past. Lovers is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Temperance. This is a deep soul connection. And bottom of the deck, you get the Eight of Pentacles. You just want to make it work. You just want to make this connection work. You're showing me there is resistance. There is some like emotional walls that you're dealing with when it comes to you and this person. And it's been like this for quite some time. And you're showing me like, I know that we can get through this. I know we can heal this. And I'm like, what makes you so confident, Leo? You're like, because we're the lovers. We are a deep soul connection. This isn't just like something casual. This isn't just somebody that I hang out with to pass the time. Like, this is my higher self is involved in this connection. And you're showing me, I know it may take some time, but we can get through these walls. We can get through these emotional barriers. And the way to do that is with like equal give and take, right? I give, you give. I give, you give. But the biggest thing here is you and this person. And again, this is your perspective. The biggest thing is that you and this person need to give and receive an equal amount, right? You don't want to be sitting here giving like 80, 90% and this person's just like breadcrumbing you. You're telling me like, if you want to heal these walls, both my walls and your walls, it has to be equal give and take. It has to be balanced. Wow. Let's take a look at the current situation. Excuse me. I want to see what the Nine of Pentacles is all about for you. Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the High Priestess, and the King of Cups. You get the King of Cups again in the current situation. Yeah, you're all up in your head. You're showing me like, look, I'm doing my own thing, but the fact that this person and I are going through this like radio silence where there's no communication, there's no talking, right? I'm just left here with me, myself, and my thoughts. That stresses you out. And your mind is getting the better of you. Like, I can see the freak out. I can see the overthinking. I can see, your brain going like 100 miles an hour trying to figure out like, okay, what is this happening? What's happening here? What's happening here? And at the end of the day, you're like, I still love this person. I don't even know how they feel about me, but I still love them. I love them so, so much. And again, you are doing your own thing. You can do your own thing. You don't need this person, but you love this connection and you love them and you want to be with them. So if you are going through a little bit of like a psych out moment in the current situation where you're thinking and analyzing and all of that, I can see the energies. I can see how stressful it is. Just, be patient with yourself. Be graceful with yourself, Leo. No need to add any more stress. Let's clarify the Two of Cups in the current situation for you. Two of Cups is clarified by the 10 of Wands, the Tower, and the 7 of Wands. This connection is starting to get a little bit heavy for you. You're showing me, and you get the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck in the same row in the near future. You're showing me I love them. Okay, I love them. I love this connection, but there's this energy of frustration happening for you in the current situation where you're like, why do things always have to be so difficult? I'm not the difficult one. It's my person and their emotional walls and their emotional resistance and their lack of emotional vulnerability and their inability to communicate from anything that has to do with feelings and emotions, which is literally so taxing on this relationship. And it makes this relationship not sustainable long term. It makes it difficult to build and create. It's almost like a house of cards where it's like we're together, we have fun, we're building, and then inevitably in any romantic relationship, you're going to have to be vulnerable. You're going to have to open up. You're going to have to connect, right? You're going to have to do something in order to get that relationship to progress emotionally. And that's where you hit that wall with that person. And you're like, why is it that we always hit this wall and then everything collapses and everything explodes? And it's like literally out of nowhere too. It's not like this person is giving you signs where it's like, okay, you know, in a few weeks, like we're going to have a blowout or I'm going to, you know, disappear. It's literally just out of the blue. Boom. This person just like vanishes or they pull their, you know, nonsense or whatever. And you're like, why does this have to be so heavy? Like at its core, we love each other. This is a loving connection. Why all this like heavy energy? Let's clarify the King of Cups for you in the current situation. King of Cups is clarified by the Two of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Two of Cups. You just got the Two of Cups here. Yeah, and the Two of Wands you also got in the recent past. You're trying to be logical. You're trying to be practical about this whole separation, about this whole break, about this connection. You're really trying to look at it from like the most logical perspective and not let your emotions or your feelings or your thoughts or your overthinking or anything get the better of you. But at its core, Leo, you still love this person. And so I'm not really sure why you're going through this moment of like, okay, let me be logical. Let me look at this logically, because you do still love them. And so the fact that you have love for them is going to cloud your emotions 100%. It's going to cloud your judgment 100%. But I think what you're doing here is you're trying to look at this whole connection like in a black and white perspective in like the most logical way possible to see if you can get some clarity. Like maybe I'm missing something here that because I care about them so much, I'm not seeing. But if I were able to look at this like logically and, you know, without my feelings getting in the way, maybe I'd see something that I previously missed about this Ten of Swords, about this ending between us. Let's take a look at the near future. I want to see what the Nine of Cups is for you in the near future. Nine of Cups is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Swords. My goodness. You get the Five of Swords again here in the near future. Let me clarify this because you're directing me here. So let me clarify this so I can get the full picture for this. Clarify the Five of Swords for me in the near future. Yeah, Five of Swords is clarified by the Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Your person's making a come around. Like they're coming back around. You get the Fool at the bottom of the deck. There's this energy of like something's happening, right? I don't see you necessarily like reconciling, but I do see you and your person kind of coming back together, working on rebuilding. You're hanging out. You're talking. You know, you're trying to get over the past and rebuild from all of that. Now, you're showing me, I don't really know, like, is this sincere or is this, you know, a play? Is this temporary? It's very much an energy of like you trying to figure out and evaluate and assess what's the end goal here. Are we moving towards reconciling? Are we moving towards fully getting back together? Or are we not? Is this just this person's bored and they want to hang out, or they just, you know, want to like meet up for coffee and then they'll disappear again? Like, what is the end game here? Like, what direction are we moving in? That's not to say that this whole thing, your person reaching out, them coming in, talking to you, whatever, it does make you happy. It does give you that emotional fulfillment. It does give you that kind of like, oh, yay, I knew they'd come back, right? But the end goal, like what direction we're moving in, they're back. And like, now what? That's where you're still unclear. That's where you're like, okay, well, where is this going? Like, what is the end goal for you for reaching out to me now and for us hanging out or us talking? Is it to fully get over the past? Is it to reconcile? Is it to be friends? Is it because you're bored? Like, what is it here, right? Let's take a look at the Page of Cups in the near future. Page of Cups is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Remember, the Ten of Pentacles is the main energy for your reading. You're showing me this person came in and they told you that the energy, the reason that they're kind of coming back in and apologizing is because they want to heal things. They want to fix things. More importantly, they want to heal their inconsistent behavior when it comes to this connection. So throughout this relationship or this connection or whatever you want to call it, there were some inconsistent energies. They were hot, they were cold. They were in, they were out. They wanted a relationship, they didn't want a relationship, right? It's going to be different for each of you. But essentially, that's what they're coming in to heal. That's what they're coming in to fix. That's why they're apologizing. That's what they're coming back for in the near future. And you're showing me, yeah, I like that. That sounds great. That looks great. But I don't know if that's really the end goal here, or are you going to pull this same shady, bleep again and then disappear and be inconsistent all over again if I take you back? So that's kind of your hesitation here in the near future. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Leo. And of course, Leo, if this reading resonates and you want to support my coffee addiction, donation link is below. Any and every amount is greatly appreciated. From the universe, you get the Everything is Fine 10 of Swords cards, 4 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. This is you. I don't assign gender to my card. These endings suck. This ending bums you out. It hurts and you're disappointed, but you're putting on a very brave face of I'm good, I'm fine, everything is fine. I don't feel like you're actually telling your person all the stress, the anxiety, the overthinking that you went through. All of that you kind of keep to yourself. I can see that this person really wouldn't know what to do with this. Even if you were to express it to them, it'd be like, hey, I went through a lot of pain. I really went through a lot of overthinking. You not talking to me or I was going no contact really hurt me, blah, blah, blah. They wouldn't know what to do with it. They'd either just like completely ignore it and disregard it, or they just gloss over it, or they just be like, oh, okay, but I also, right? Like, it's just, you're showing me like there's no point in me actually like telling them about this or extending this to them or explaining any of this to them, right? But yeah, it seems like they're coming back around in the near future anyway. So, keep me posted, Leo. But that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.